Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a heck of a morning. Been taking care of sick dogs all day. My dogs got into some rat poison, and this is my first experience with that. So that's not a good experience. I don't recommend it for anybody, but I think they're okay now. But I had to go get some supplies for them to give to our local vet. But Dad's been side dressing all morning, and I'm heading over to finish greasing my combine, and then we are going to try some wheat, I think. Well, Dad just called me and he told me to go ahead and grab that tractor, and we'll go get the grain cart from one of the other farms and bring it over here. It finally feels like summer. It's 89 degrees and humid. Oh, it might have screwed up when we put the grain cart in this building. We kind of forgot about it, planted the corn around the building. Now I got to drive through some corn to get the grain cart out. But this is the last cornfield we planted, and it looks like crap. So this isn't helping it any. Guess we marked. I guess we actually marked the hose this time. Miracle. Yeah, like I say, this is our shortest corn. It's the very last field we planted. It's very wet ground, and it stayed wet, so this ground needs to dry. Got some grass problems there, but that's been sprayed. It's just been too wet to spray, so I think Dad sprayed it a couple days ago before we got that inch of rain. It just sucks we have to run over some of it. You want to know an effective way to clean all the grain residue out of your grain cart? Drive it like 5 miles down the road with the door open. That'll do the trick. Takes a while to get back in the swing of driving one of these things. You gotta watch that auger moving around them buildings. It sticks out so far. It's pretty easy to run one through the side of a building or something like that. It's a tail swing. So don't want to do that. And we're trying to harvest wheat, not buildings. You know, I'm a really big fan of my Milwaukee grease gun, but as it turns out, it does not pump when there's no grease in it. Does anybody else get like right in the middle of greasing a piece of equipment when you run out of grease? Like, it's never right at the beginning or like the first fitting. It's always when you're under something or above something. Alright, we're pretty much ready to start. Dad's head's still at our grain bins, and that's where 2 of the semis are, so I'll get his head and I'm gonna bring back a semi. Alright, we got the head on there. Gotta go out there and hook it up and see what we can make happen. For some reason I'm not getting any GPS signal. I might actually have to steer by hand. Well, after about 40 minutes of trying to get everything dialed in, by everything I mean the GPS monitor, I think we're ready to start. Right now we're setting our preloaded speeds for wheat. Do that by starting the separator, starting the head, and then selecting wheat, clicking OK, and then it automatically adjusts all those settings and then preloaded factory speeds. I've got a setting that's not functioning like it should. My concave is stuck wide open, so it's not good. This piece right here needs to overlap with this piece, and they get closer to this cylinder drum, and that's kind of how you can control how aggressive you're threshing grain. Right now it's stuck wide open, and I need to close that way down for wheat, so that's a problem. iPad's getting lazy. Darn thing only works if it's got air conditioning. Alright, we dumped the sample under the grain cart, and now we're going to see if we can't get this combine to work, this concave. Looks like it's still stuck wide open over here. Problem solved, the legend showed up.
Want one?
No, I wouldn't want to take them from you.
I got two.
You got 2 nuts?
Pretty good.
Jam nut on it, 17 millimeter.
It's an Allen wrench, yeah.
Good old hot cat, baby.
So basically we lost our hydraulic prime.
Well, I wonder, I cracked that line. I'm hoping that's, yeah, okay, start it up.
Standing back in case of a big skirt here.
Right.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Hey, you don't have to be a genius. You just have to keep people around you that know how to fix the crap you don't know how. Alright, here's our pressure gauge. We need to get it to around 125, so right now we're a little bit hot. Working words.
Big wrench.
Alright, let's try this again, George. Oh yeah, I got George with me.
Oh, that's right. We'll get her now. We'll get her done. No problem now.
Now, George, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you done ate lunch or dinner.
Oh, of course I did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have me a sub.
Okay, Mr. Sub?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good boy. You know I wouldn't be here if I hadn't ate.
It's true, it's like 8:15.
That's right.
Well, we made 130 bushel right there, but apparently we have a 450 bushel grain tank instead of a 300 bushel grain tank, so I don't know if I'd trust that number. I don't know. Sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely good enough for the internet.
What's that?
That yield.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
Now, George was just riding earlier. It is just me and Dad, and the cart's full, so I'm going to go dump it and we'll get back to it. I call this musical machines. Just hop out of one machine into the other. Well, you remember in the video with the Camaro, I was getting those ag cams off the planter and we were going to put them on the grain cart. Well, then we went and played with the Camaro and we never came back to that, so maybe we'll do that in the morning. There's the screen, but there ain't no cameras. Alright, on this grain tank I did remember to calibrate my yield monitor. I'm doing that right now. We use the J&M iFarm scale system, and with that I'm able to Bluetooth the scale feed into the combine on my phone, so I can tell how many pounds I'm actually dumping out, and then I have to put that into this CBUS monitor, and then it converts that, does some math type stuff, and it'll correct my yield. So, yeah, unfortunately we're not making 130 bushel wheat. I wish we were, but we're not. Yeah, so we were way off. We had 274 bushel on, and according to CBUS we measured 408, so that's going to change some things. So now we're at 87. Still pretty good, but I knew it wasn't making 130. It's getting a little tough. Just plug the cutter bar. I think we're going to call it a night. We've got enough for 2 semi-loads. Give George and Larry something to do first thing in the morning, and hopefully we can finish this out pretty early in the morning. No fog or dew or anything. Well, since we're going to be working right around home base in the morning, we're just going to leave the combines out, hooked up to the heads. So turn this bad boy around facing east. I just always park stuff facing east, that way the sun hits it first thing in the morning. But close up doors, get out of here. Now, it got tough, but it might be time for a new knife. Well guys, I hope you liked tonight's show. This is just the beginning of wheat harvest. We got at least a few more days of this. Judging by the way our luck goes, we got probably 2 weeks of it. But thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farming Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms, and we'll see you in the next video.